Retail, retail, retail. I think it's safe to say everyone watching this video hates retail. Like, retail is so shit, bruv. I genuinely think they should just class some jobs as community service. Like, the fuck you niggas cleaning parks for? Have you seen Aisle 3 at Poundland? It's a mess. And yo, no one wants to clean that shit. But you know, even though retail as a whole sucks, we all have standards of jobs we would and wouldn't do, and some places we would just never work at. Take me for instance. Fast food places, not my scene, no offense. So if one day you stumble across me behind the tills at KFC, just know, deep down, it's most probably your fault. Why? Because you haven't subscribed yet. Go on, I'll give you a second. Go on, just get out of the way. Cool? Done? Alright, calm. Anyway, I think we all need to be real with ourselves. And be honest, like, we only take jobs just for the perks and gains. You know what I'm talking about. And you have every right to. Let me break it down. If you're working in clothing retail like H&M or Zara, discounts on deck. Nando's, free food, Subway, cookies. Like, it all makes sense, right? But as you guys read from the title, today we're talking about Nighttown. And I am 95% sure, yes, 95% sure, every guy has Nike, or shall I say Nighttown, at the very top of their list. Yes, discounts are great. Matter of fact, discounts are calm. But fuck that. We all know exactly why we want to work at Nighttown. But believe me, the shit ain't that simple. Like, do you actually know how much times I've personally applied? Like, me and Jobs Indeed are boys. Like, that's my guy. Like, we go way back. And you know what? I've never, ever got a reply from Nighttown. And that's why after years of rejection, I just stopped, man. Like, bro, you wouldn't even make the stage where they would somewhat consider you and invite you for an interview. Like, it would just be straight up rejection. And listen, you could be someone with tons of experience and you would get the exact same response. Psh, believe me, yo, I would know. I lied on my CV. Like, honestly, I feel like applying for a position at Nike is somewhat equivalent to sliding into one of those Instagram baddies DMs. Now I ain't talking no regular degular, I'm talking blue tick and everything. Like part-time fitness guru with the whole waist trainer brand. Yeah, them ones. Oh, my bad, I dozed off. What was I saying again? Oh yeah. Now, I'm not saying you man are ugly. Okay, a little, but come on. We all know she ain't replying. And that kicks off where this story begins. You see, after putting all those dreams in the bin, I was out on a regular ass day playing ball at this court with some local guys. You know, doing my thing. But yeah, on this day, some new guy pulled up and we ended up being on the same team. Long story short, we won, of course. But after the game, me and this guy started chopping up. You know, standard small talk like, oh, where you from? How do you? And then he asked me what I did. And around those times, let's just say I was doing double shifts on Jobs Indeed. But yeah, I asked him the same thing. And this guy tells me he in fact works at Nighttown. Now, quick side note, like I said before, around these times, in my head, it was near to impossible to be working at Nighttown with all those elite things. So at this point, after him telling me that, obviously I'm like, rah. But you know, man had to be low key. I had to be cool with it. So you know, I'm like, oh, okay, calm, cool, big deal. Pfft, I don't care. But I don't really remember what the whole conversation was after that. But at the end of the conversation, man asked me if I was interested in coming in for an interview. And not gonna lie, bro, at the time, I thought this guy was chatting shit. Like, take in mind, we just met. So I give him my details and I don't think anything of it, you know, go about my day. And by the time I reached home, I kid you not, I got an email from a manager at Nike asking if I was available to come in the next day at 8 a.m. Bro, man was shocked. So after sending the email to confirm my attendance, I got another one containing some information about the whole interview and how I need to come in full Nike attire. Yes, bruv, no shirt and tie ting, full Nike attire. Hey, don't ask me why. Believe me, yo, I would be the last person to complain about that. But you know, I guess that's just how they just do it. Just do it. So the next day I catch the tube and bro, the whole journey there, your boy is scouting. Like, in my mind, if you was decked out in night that early on the same tube as me going the exact same direction, you're my competition, bruv. Which means you are my enemy. Like, yo, I'm very familiar with this retail shit, especially the interview process. So I've reached a point where I don't give a shit if we went to the same school or our mums are best friends. If me and you got an interview at the exact same place, just know you, my friend, are simply an op. Live with it. So man finally arrives at Nighttown, and around these times, Nighttown's not even open to the public. And you know what? Surprisingly, I didn't see at least one person who looked like they was going to the interview. So at this point, I'm mad gassed. I'm like, yo, I defo got this. Anyway, I go in through the side entrance and I walk in and see a receptionist. And bro, true shit, yeah, less than 5 seconds of man walking in, some next guy just strolls in. Nigga? Like, who are you, big man? Like, when I say this guy was not outside before, like he fully respawned out of nowhere. So we both then sign in, and once we finish, the receptionist tells us the interview is going to be taking place on the 12th floor. Keep in mind, that's like the highest floor of the whole damn building, yeah? Anyway, she continues and says, funny thing is, the lift is not working. So yes, me and this guy has to take the stairs. So we're making our way up the stairs, and this guy, for some odd reason, really started testing man. Like, he started like picking up the pace, thinking that he can really dust man out, not knowing I was on a mission to work with all them Nighttown things. So I picked up my pace and we start going back and forth for a good like 5 minutes. And by the time I reached the 12th floor, let's just say this guy was not next to me. So yeah, I reach the 12th floor. I don't see anything or hear anything. I just see these doors. So I make my way towards the door and open it. And I kid you not, when I open the door, man was welcomed by at least 30 people, all wearing Nike, waiting for the exact same interview. So a couple minutes have gone by and I've kind of settled in. Oh yeah, and then a night manager just bops in and welcomes everyone to the interview and just starts to like tell us how the interview is going to take place and how we all shouldn't be worried and how we're all going to get the chance to like show our stuff in it. And then soon after that, man casually drops there's only 3 positions available. Really, nigga? Now, I'm not the best at maths. Shit, I wouldn't even say I'm good at maths, but this guy technically meant there's only 1 position available if I'm lucky. Let me explain. We all know the type of individual Nighttown tends to hire. Hey, I'm not complaining, but in this situation, it wasn't really ideal. Well, I can say after scoping the room, there was only 1 in attendance. So actually, 2 positions up for grabs. We then all made our way down to the ground floor where we had like most of the space available. And yeah, there we met 2 other managers who was also conducting the interview. So the interview was broken up in like 3 parts. First, the induction, followed by 2 activities. So yeah, everyone split up to their assigned manager. I had the female first. She was thick as fuck. Let's just be real. She was a manager at Nike. What else do you expect? But yeah, she let us know this is the part of the interview where we do little icebreakers and overall get to know each other. But before she began, she threw the biggest curveball ever and tells us from this point onwards, please refer to Nike as Nike, as it is the proper way to pronounce the brand name. So if you haven't guessed already, your boy is from the UK, London to be exact. And let me tell you something, everyone in the UK, and I mean everyone in the UK, pronounces Nike as Nike. Now, do I think we're wrong? No. Not at all, because last time I checked, you see this right here? That's called a bike, not a bikey. A bike. Anyway, after she said that, she said as a fun little punishment, every time we failed to do so, we would have to perform 10 push-ups on the spot. Like, I don't think it actually deep it. Like, if you flop like 3 times, that means you have to perform 30 push-ups on the spot. Take in mind, this is an interview. So I don't know if there was like a group chat or some shit before I came in, but like everyone in my group got the grasp of this name change real quick, as if these man been saying it their whole lives. Me on the other hand, yo, I was on like full blown autocorrect mode. Like every time I thought I had it down and chose to speak, Nike will come out. Like man was not adapting to this name change whatsoever. And bro, yo, I'm fully convinced I did at least 50 push-ups by the time we moved to the next task. And I know this shit because guess what? They was waiting for me to finish doing them so we can move to the next task. So after man got his little swole on, we moved to the next section where he was welcomed by his other manager. And this part of the story, yo, I don't really know what these men were on, but it wasn't what I expected. So yeah, the manager explains the activity. So first we had to split up in like 2 teams, and basically the task was to do as much research on Nike Air Forces, and bullet point each fact on a piece of paper, and do this in 10 minutes within your teams and then regroup. Simple, right? So after regrouping, the manager tells us as teams to stand like 3 feet apart from each other, and then says with the information we have, we're going to be doing this activity-game, which he called Did You Know? So the rules were kind of simple. One member of the team would step forward, read out 1 fact on the piece of paper, and if the other team didn't have it, that's the point. But yo, how can I forget? Before you read out any fact, you had to say the phrase, did you know? And not just say it how I just said it, you had to borderline scream it in the nigga's face in front of you. So it was kind of like this. Did you know that Air Force Ones were designed by Bruce Kilgore? One sec. Bruce Kilgore. Oh. Yeah, we did know. Oh, you did know? Yeah. Oh. Okay. But did you know? Yeah, we basically did that until we had no more bullet points to read from. But you know what? Till this day, I am fully convinced my man was watching like Wild 'N Out or something like that the night before, and was just like, fuck it, I'm doing that shit tomorrow. And listen, you know how I'm right? Guess what we did next? A rap battle. Bro, I wish I was chatting shit. And you know what? I need to emphasize, once again, this is an interview. Now I know you man are wondering, did I come with that heat? Did I spit? And the answer is, fuck no. Hey, yo, I'm no shookhead. Listen closely. I've been waiting my whole life for moments like this. In the shower. Like, yo, my shower bars are elite. Top tier, G. Like, you know, shower man. I'm cold, bruv. But obviously, my shower's hot. Anyway, not gonna lie to you, man, bruv. I was out the door the moment he explained the rules and said that we have to contain the word Nike in our bars. And yeah, that shit threw me off. Like, my confidence went from the end of 8 Mile to the beginning of 8 Mile real quick. Bro, like, yo, man was actually feeling like a nigga at a spelling bee who got like the hardest word. Like, what the fuck actually rhymes with Nike, bruv? Anyway, last but not least, for the last activity for the interview, you guys gonna be thinking I'm chatting crap, but this last manager made all of us play rock, paper, scissors. Yes, man just said rock, paper, scissors. And when that was finished, we just got sent home. Interview done. Quick thing. Yeah, as you most probably guessed, I didn't get the job. I low-key feel violated, honestly speaking. Like, I only did those stuff because I thought I'd be working with the things afterwards, but that didn't happen. Shout out to my boy Theo. He was the guy who actually got me the interview. You low-key set me up, but yeah, it's calm. Oh yeah, more story times on the way. And yeah, you man ain't new to this, bruv. Like the ting, share the ting, subscribe to the ting, and yeah, man's out. Peace.